from the mic, and
Dude.
yet it vibrates through your whole being.
I mean, if his mouth was directly on the microphone, then everybody's ears would be deaf. Seriously.
How can you change so fast?
Oh! I have no words.
もう言葉が出てこない。今日は玉置浩二さんの Mr.Lonely 聞いてみるよ。 Let's find out! こんにちは、全人類と友達なのとかマークがミスターウチです。そして
Mine is and our special no one.
今日のテーマはプリン玉置浩二さんの Mr.Lonely 聞いてみよう。
Oh, okay. So Japan has a song called Mr.Lonely as well. I see.
あ、洋楽にもあるんだったっけ？
Yeah, I think, well, at first it was, I forgot who the original artist was, but there was a Mr.Lonely that came out before, well, a long time ago. And then Akon, you know Akon? Smack that! All on the floor, smack that! Yeah, he's a rapper. And then he also took that sampling of Mr.Lonely and also made a rap track around
どんな曲なんミスター？
Lonely, I'm so lonely.
あ、それ日本でも有
I
名だ
get
わ。
no letters. Oh, yeah.
トゥルルルル
What? That's famous in Japan?
え、めっちゃ有名よ。
Oh, what? Yeah, that's Mr. Lonely. Is it Tamaki Koji the same one?
いや違う違う。
あー
これは
OK
玉置浩二さんが作詞と作曲してる曲になるから。
Oh,
全然違う
okay.
めっちゃ久しぶりだよね、玉置浩二さんね。
Yes, indeed. Yes, Mr. Legend himself. I still listen to him from time to time.
このチャンネルで歌のリアクションを最初してた時って、もう玉置浩二さんばっか聞いてたもんね。
Oh, yes.
もう最強の歌唱力だから。
Seriously.
そう。叫ぶように歌うらしいんだけど、僕もねまだ見てないんだけど。
I mean, if you're lonely, of course, you would only want to sing like that.
確かにね。はい、まあ今日もねロンリーな3人でやっていきたいと思います。
Wow. But we're together, so like Fushigi da ne.
それでは行ってみましょう。
Oh, is this the live performance? He's good. Ooh, very soulful. Mr. Tamaki Koji.
こんな僕でもやれることがある
Beautiful.
頑張ってダメでな
Ooh, very soulful.
汗流してできなくて
Wow.
バカなやつだって笑われたって
I have a question. Do Japanese artists who have like a beautiful voice, do they do a cappella often? I'm just seeing a very big theme here. Like when we went to go see Moriyama Naoto's concert, he did a cappella.
そうね。
And then, you know, it was a really big hall, but then, you know, Tamaki Koji's doing a cappella here. I feel like not a lot of Western singers even have the balls to do this in the first place, but you see it often.
そうなんや。
Mariah Carey has that little a cappella before she starts All I Want for Christmas Is You, but that's it. There's still like a little bit of an instrumental there. But I don't see it that often in Kaigai.
結構あるイメージがあって、あ、この前ね、僕とバイロンは森山直太朗さんのコンサートにご招待いただきました。ありがとうございました。写真も一緒に撮ってもらってね。そのコンサートの中で最後のアンコールの時に桜を歌われてて、その桜をアカペラで全体に響くように歌って、1番はそれで歌って、2番はピアノに合わせて歌い始めるっていう最高やった。
I feel like if I moved, I would die. That's what I felt like. I was just like, if I dare break, like any crack a bone in my system, I'm going to ruin the experience for everybody here at the concert. So I just listened like super stiff, like trying not to move at all.
そういう意味で言うと、邦楽って洋楽に比べて音楽を聴くっていうことに対して重きを置かれてるよね。多分洋楽は乗るって感じでしょ。
Of course, of course.
そうそう。だからそういうのが違って、歌を聴かせるからアカペラでもっとみんなが集中して 楽器とかなしでね聴かせるっていう感じにあるのかなと思う。
Interesting. Okay.
ちなみに森山直太朗さんは子供の頃から玉置浩二さんと知り合い。
Oh, what? No way!
つだって笑われたって涙こらえて
That vibrato is so beautiful.
何にもないけ
すごい。
どいつでも野に咲く花のように君が優しかったから僕は元気でいるから
Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm starting to recognize Tamaki Koji's not only vibrato, but moves on stage. He always like does belt to shake head. Belt to shake head. Like he's feeling the music so much. And I feel like I've seen him do it in melody as well. Like he belt up.
息吸う瞬間の間とかがめっちゃ良かったよねこの。
花のように君
こ
が
このリズムで言ったら花のようにドゥンって普通だったら来ると思うんだけど、息吸ってちょっとこの間を溜めてる感じあるから、みんなってなんかちょっと間がちょっとだけ長いと思うよこう
野に咲く花のように君が優しかった
って引き込まれるよね。
I feel like every breath he takes is also somehow part of the song, part of the interpretation.
僕は元気でいるから
So soulful.
Look how far he is from the mic, and
Dude.
yet it vibrates through your whole being.
I mean, if his mouse was directly on the microphone, then everybody's ears would be deaf. Seriously, he would just deafen the whole room. He has so much yo-yo to belt out those crazy notes. I really like the scales that he's going off on when he does the vibrato. Whoa! It's like a very soulful kind of. Yeah, he really goes on like a very, very soulful fake, right? Soulful trill, like.
できるかなあのフェイク。聞い
Whoa!
てみる。おお。
Yeah.
わーって言ってる
Kind
ね
of like
す
that. Yeah.
ごいね。ほんまにかっこいい。
I didn't know he had a such soulful song like this. That it almost feels like jazzy at this point. Ooh.
ああそうねすごい自由な感じするもんね。しかもあーっていう前に口でちょっとテンポ取ったの気づいた。っていうから。ってうわ最高。
I didn't even notice that. I couldn't even hear it.
どんな時でもどんなことにでも人の気持ちになってこの心が痛むなら無駄なことだって笑われたって構わないから
He's taking the tempo with his feet as well.
It's starting to make me think about a lot of singers. I mean, we've seen it with Inaba-san from Bees, right? You know how he does like a lot of training to enable, in order for him to enable to keep his voice throughout, right? So I'm just wondering, like, how much training is Tamaki Koji doing to build himself an extra lung inside of his body. You know, it feels like he has like these really powerful lungs. We do call him the really big lung monster, right? But I just feel like there's something extra in here. He's keeping like a ball of air in here and just using some of the air that's kept up right in his throat to use for his husky voice or to belt, right? And even when he's belting, it just seems like he can do much more than that, right? So what is his training regimen? What does he do? Does he just like belt out like at least 10 times a day? Does he do sets of like 5? Like what is he doing? Can he run like 20 km or something like that? It seems that he could do that with the kind of lung capacity that he has, no?
He just has like a black hole in his diaphragm.
Yes, it's a black hole here. Mugen no black hole no hai or something like
怖く
that.
て近づけねえわ。なんか僕が思ったのは、今回はすごいウィスパーっていうか2番の始まりとかすごい優しく歌うじゃん、その時もずっとビブラートがかかってて優しい感じで、はっきりこうやって声出してビブラートかけたりとか、音をこうちゃんと取るのって結構簡単にできると思うんだけど、声の威力を抑えてでもすごい綺麗なビブラートをするって本当にすごいなと思ってて、肺活量ももちろんあると思うんだけど、息の使い方がめちゃくちゃ上手で、歌おうとした時に僕らって喉で空気を止めるじゃん。当たり前なんよ。だって、カッキッカッキッカッとかはもう絶対喉で止める音なんだもん。
Yeah.
声っていうのは空気をぶつけて止めて音を出すからね。
Right, right, right.
そう。だから玉置浩二さんは空気を止めずに、空気を全く殺さずに生かしたまま出してる感じ
Yeah.
するよね。
That's why it's a separate lung. That's why we're talking about the black hole lung. Yeah.
絶対そっちにつなげる。
Yes, yes. You know, with regular singers, you can see them take a breath. Like if they're singing like a high note, then you can see them, and sometimes when they're singing really fast, they and you can hear those breaths like in between, right? But then with Tamaki Koji, it just feels like it's just balloon, and then he sings like a whole sentence, and then moves away from the mic, and like a fusen or something like that. Yeah, and he just uses all of the fusen every single time, right?
無駄なことだって笑われたって構わないから何にもないけど仲良く野に咲く花のように
He had that somewhere. It was hiding. He was saving that for later. Yeah, see, he told you he had Yo Youth to do that all along, man. When he was reaching those higher notes, we thought that was the Genkai. No, he's like, whoa, dude. Whoa. Tamaki Koji. Holy crap. びっくりした。ちょっとびっくりした。
ちょっとびっくりした。
ちょっとびっくりした。
野に咲く花のようにののがのーってこうできないけど、めっちゃビブラートかかってすっげえ綺麗なんやけど、
仲良く野に咲く
のーってできないわ。
君と暮らしていた頃を思って元気でいるから
You know what his voice feels like? Feels like, imagine you're in a house and then you hear the crackling of like the fireplace, and then maybe you face your back towards the fireplace, and then it feels like the warmth is just holding you in a warm embrace. That's what Tamaki Koji feels like. It feels like no matter how cold it is outside, you can always rely on his voice to give you a nice warm hug.
歌詞だけど日本人の美しさって感じの歌詞で、
Please explain.
すごいシンプルだもんね。日本語を勉強し始めたばかりの人でも少し漢字分かれば読めるぐらいのシンプルさなのに、歌い方ですごく深いっていう感じもするし、複雑だなって感じる。シンプルなのに。
自分ってすごい人間じゃないんだけど、でもできることがあるはずだみたいなことを歌ってて、こんな僕でもやれることがあるから入ってるじゃん。まずこんな僕だからね。もう自分の評価 まず低いじゃん。でもこんな僕でもやれることがあるって言ってて、
Right.
いつでも野に咲く花のようにすごい日本っぽいなっていう感じがするんだけど、ちょっとこれ僕のね感じ方なんでまた違うかもしれないですけど、綺麗に整えられたバラみたいにブワンって咲いてるようなやつじゃなくても、道にポッと咲いてるような
Okay.
ちっちゃい花とかあるじゃん。
Yes.
派手にめっちゃ咲いてなかったとしても、君が優しかったから僕は元気でいるから、君のおかげで僕は今も頑張れてるよみたいな。
So what you're saying is that this is a story of you. This is you. Like, this is you. It's like, oh, I'm a YouTuber. I have 2,000 subs, and then, you know, I'm doing my best, and then I'm blood, sweat, and tears to edit, and then your peers are like, baka no koto sunna, and you're like, yeah, motto ganbaranai to, and then it says it's not crying at tears, but then you have to cry tears for the audience, right? So it's ちょっと自覚じゃない? And then 何もないけど at 2,000 subs, right? But いつでも脳に咲く花のように, right? So even the smallest flower of subscribers, you'll still 頑張る because, you know, 君が優しかったから僕は元気でいるから、そう、it's 富士の話。
僕大きい花がいいんです
元気でいるから報われないことが多いだろうけど、願いを込めて何にもないけど。
How can you change so
That's what I was
fast?
thinking too. That's what I was thinking too. Wow, wow. 元気だね。
怖いねほんと。
やばい
神様。
最後まで使わずに行くんかなギター。
Right, he didn't use it at all.
でも
It's just-
全然気にならないっていうか全く気づかないよね。
yeah.
何もないけど僕らは野に咲く花のように風に吹かれていたっていつでもどんな時でも何にもないけど
Wait a minute, look how far he was. He fired. Look at that mic. Look at Tamaki Koji. He was still belting from this far away. It's like for me being this far away. We don't do covers like from this far away. You can't pick up any of the sound, but he still picked up his sound, even though he was that far from the mic. I have no words.
もう言葉が出て
言葉
こない。
出てこないね。
いつでもどんな時でも何にもないけど君のために野に咲く花のように遠く離れていたって笑って元気でいるから
You know what's amazing to me? The amazing thing is that he can still hold the attention of the audience even with just a cappella. You know, there's a proper kind of, what's it called? There's ups and downs and ups and downs, and there's like even a climax in this performance that you can't help but get invested to his performance even without the help of an instrumental or like a backing track, right? And I think that is really, really amazing on what he can do with his stage presence on stage. Because don't you think it's pretty hard to hold the attention of everybody in a, I don't know, crowded stage of like, I don't know, 2,000 or 3,000 people just listening to just your voice, right? Like they're there to listen to the instruments, the music, they're here to listen to everything. But Tamaki Koji can really just hold his own by himself. By himself, dude. Without the help, well, with just the help of a mic, obviously, but mostly a cappella. right?
It's just because his voice sounds so good and pleasant and like 気持ちいい to the
Yeah.
ears that you can't help but be immersed into his whole performance. Where is the mic? Like,
He moved away. He moved
like,
away.
there's no mic.
Why did he get more confidence off the mic as opposed to on the mic? I feel like it just came out much cleaner from no mic as opposed to with mic.
いや
It's also his body language got more open.
この表現しようとしてるのが何か僕にも、
うん
なんかその玉木さんじゃないからねわかんないけど元気でやってるよっていうのにだから心配しないでねみたいな意味も含まれてると思うのよ。マイクがあったらさ自分の音を大きくしてるじゃん。
Okay.
そういうものがなかったとしても自分は元気でやってここで頑張ってるからそれが届いてるよねっていうのを表してるのかなって思ったよね。わかんないこれ。
マイクがなくても元気でいる。
マイクがなくてもまあそのそうまあ伝わってる
Man. Whoa! That was a quick bow.
Whoa! And he bowed.
Wow. That's totally different from what I was thinking about. I was thinking that he was going to do a Japanese version of Mr.Lonely, the original song that I was talking about earlier. But it's a completely different feel and a completely different composition of music this is. But as expected from beautiful, godly, Hai Katsuryo Obake, Tamaki Koji-san.
ワオしか言えない。もう他に言葉がない。
I think Tamaki Koji is really good at making simple lyrics that everybody can relate to, right? I mean, there's just seems like a multitude of stories that you could relate these lyrics to, and it could be a song about, you know, going off to college. It could be a song about you're not doing well in your life somewhere else, or it could be about Mr. Fuji doing YouTube by himself, and like you couldn't find any friends. You know, it could be about anything at all, right? And I think that's why a lot of people sympathize with his voice. Well, not only with his lyrics, but then they also can experience his great skill set as a singer as well. So not only you have lyrics to relate to, you also are being blessed with his beautiful like vibrato and his beautiful transitions with his voice. And that's why he's such an amazing singer. And that's why he's called, is he still called #1 in Japan?
僕はそう思ってる。寂しいんだけど一緒に暮らしてた人遠く離れても笑って元気でいるからねってなんかそれってすっごい愛だなと思って言えばいいじゃん今寂しいんだよって
Of course, yeah.
でもそれ言うと心配しちゃうかもしれないから
Of course.
いやもう元気でいるからねって言ってるんかなって思わされたらちょっとなんかもうね
So Japanese people like to lie to each other? Is that what you're trying to go for here? In order to not cause anyone to be worried about you, you lie?
迷惑かけない文化だからね。Like this is very Japanese. Like you never see that kind of feeling like 心配かけたくないから言わないっていうことは自分の国にはない。
そうよね
逆に怒る言ってくれないと。
でもたまに言いたくならないでしょなんか I miss you mom, I miss you daddy, daddy
ないね
言いたくない
いやまあないっていうかまあちょっと我慢して心配かけないようにこうするかなっていう感じだよね、それを言ったらで自分は楽になるじゃんしんどいんだよっつったらでも遠く離れてる家族はすごい心配しちゃうかもしれないから、その心配させないように自分のそのしんどいっていうのはあんま出さないみたいなのがなんか喋っててちょっとお母さん元気ですかタリーン
Ah, damn, which part are we gonna do?
1, 2, 3
何もないけどいつでも のに咲く花のように
君が優しかったから僕は元気でいるからはい、ということで今日は玉置浩二さんの Mr.Lonely アカペラバージョン聞いてみました。どうだった？
Ooh, more a cappella versions, please. Well, especially of Tamaki Koji, because I just want to hear those lungs go. The Mugen no lung, man. Oh, no end to that black hole there, right in here.
すごいなって思ったのが、いつもさ、僕らテクニックみたいなところもさ、喋ったりするじゃん。もういろんなテクニック使いすぎてて、ここがすごいとか言えないのよ。全部すごいから。
Right, right, right.
で、しかもそのテクニックみたいなのを全部一回忘れさせられて、ただただ感動してしまう。で、言葉が出ないっていう。本当にもう日本一、世界一の歌手だと僕は思ってる。他に僕らにリアクションしてほしい曲があればコメント欄までよろしくお願いします。
Please, 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 as you know, ネタがないよ。
それでは次の動画でまたお会いしましょう。バイバイ。ちゃん、
寝る？
登録お願いします。